Hello, 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 hello. As I stand out here outside the hotel in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I just wanted to share a word, our weekly word. Um, it's never too late to share words of encouragement. And this week, I'm asking, and what I would like for us to do is encourage somebody. Encourage somebody else. Continue to pray for somebody else. I know we've been encouraging ourselves and we've been speaking positivity and positive things over our own lives and over our family lives. But let's pray for somebody else. Let's encourage other people and let them know not to give up. Not to give up. Yes, yes, yes. I always say, I know it's not easy. I know we all have challenges. I know there are trials and tribulations. I know that there's mountains and there's valleys. But for those of us who believe, we know somebody who's more powerful and who's bigger than in any situation or circumstances that we could be experiencing in our life. So this week we're gonna encourage somebody else. You know, sometimes people have struggles and they can't seem to get over it and look like they keep doing it over and over and over again, or they mess up again and again, or they make the same errors, or they make the same bad choices again and again. But instead of us criticizing and pointing it out and putting our foot on their neck, encourage them. Keep praying for them and just keep trying until you get it right. Keep moving forward until you get it right. Keep going forward until you get it right. Try something different, but just keep moving until you get it right. What does that mean, Ms. Cole, until you get it right? I'm going to share this quick little story with you. I have a son and a daughter. My daughter is the oldest. Both of them grown, gone, and on their own. But I know there wasn't nobody but God who has provided and taken care of them. Well, my son, when he was much smaller, we'll say he's 28 now. This been 20 years ago, just say from daycare to elementary school. They would always call Miss Cole at work. Miss Cole, your son won't sit down, and he doing this, and he busy. And he's very smart, very intelligent, very mannerable, but he's just busy. He under the desk, he on top of the desk, he flipping over here, and he want the people to laugh at his jokes. So I would have to go to the school, take off work, go to the school. So when I get to the school, I would always ask him, what's going on, son? Oh, I'm not going to do it no more. Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Do you know how to? Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Now, I'm not going to keep coming. Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So he would say that out. Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Say that quick. Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Matter of fact, he still say yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. But one particular day, now I have struggles and situations, so I'm not saying that I'm perfect and have always been where I am now as far as my growth of wisdom, but we're not talking about all of that right now. But I'm just saying I was really, really going through. I was lost in the wilderness myself. So I picked him up from school one day, because I had already been up there once on lunch, had to go back again. So when I picked him up, I'm fussing, I'm mad, and I'm crying. And I don't know if I'm crying because I was messing up too, and I had messed up. I'm frustrated, I'm broke, disgusted. So I'm fussing, and he's sitting in the car looking. I'm broke, I have no money, and I'm just trying to figure things out. And I wanted to stop to get us something to eat because we was in the car, so we can just talk. So Church's Chicken, which I know you all probably don't eat Church's Chicken, but Church's Chicken at that time, 20 years ago, had a special. It was 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit, 99 cents. So I had that, probably $1.10 with taxes. But anyway, I had that. So I stopped, and we get 2 pieces in the biscuit, 2 pieces of chicken, dark meat, and a biscuit. So we're in the car. So we had to share it. And I can see that now in my mind. So I gave him a piece and I had a piece. We broke the bread. I split the bread, gave him a piece, and I had a piece. But while we were in the car and I was talking and fussing, still confused myself, trying to figure my own situation out. And son, how long Will mama have to keep coming to this school? How long? How long they gonna keep calling me? That you won't sit down, you won't be still. You finish your work, but you always doing. You got the people laughing at you. They want to send you to the office. Then you come back and you do the same thing over and over again. Son, just how long? Mama tired. I'm tired of coming to the school. How long? And my son, he looked at me, sitting in that car. He was so small, he couldn't hardly look over the window. And he looked at me and he said, Mama, until I get it right. Mama, until I get it right. And when he said that, it looked like something pierced my heart. Like a ton of bricks fell on me. And I said to myself, and I looked and I said, if I don't encourage him while we sitting in that car, then who will? If I don't keep supporting him, then who will? If I give up on him, then what he's going to do? I'm just telling you what I was saying as his mother. If I don't keep praying for him, who will? That's the conversation I was thinking and what I was having. So from that point on, until I get it right, that has stuck with me. I wasn't in ministry in 2000. I wasn't preaching. I wasn't doing any of that. But I do remember when God told me to tell the story. He said to me, don't you give up on people. You encourage people. You give people hope. You share your story and your testimony. And you have a ministry and you call that ministry until I get it right. I don't know what your it is. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you've been through. But I want you to know you keep pushing until you get it right. You stay encouraged until you get it right. I know there's some parents out there who don't even know where their children are. But you keep praying for your children until they get it right. You keep praying for your coworkers until they get it right. Pray for your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren until they get it right. You stay encouraged because what you see in your children or your grandchildren, your spouse, your husband, your boyfriend, your boo, your bae, whoever it might be, who are making bad decisions or who have found themselves in some difficult situations, don't you put your foot on their neck. Don't you talk about them. Don't you call them out their name. Because even though they may be in a situation right now, I'm here to tell you that God is bigger than the situation. And I know that he can turn it around. He can change some things. He changed me. And if you're honest with yourself, he's changed you. You're older now. You're wiser now. You're trying to get the glory now. So if he can change you and he can change me, what make us think that he can't change our loved ones? What make us think that he can't change our family members? What make us think that he can't change our co-workers? What makes us think that he can't change those who are in leadership? But you tell them, you keep trying until you get it right. You keep going forward until you get it right. I don't know if you're but you got to get right. Drugs, alcohol, being abused or you being the abuser, eating too much, not eating enough, shopping too much, gambling, lying, gossiping, backbiting, setting traps, sowing discord, doing all those things that you know are not pleasing unto God and that goes against loving one another. So this week, this is the week. We're going to get it right. Now, I'm not saying that once you get that right, that's going to be the only thing, because it may come up that you're going to have another it. But all I want us to do is just keep going until we get it right. That meal on that day, them 2 pieces of chicken and that 1 biscuit, it was a message while we were eating that meal. So it was a message in that meal The message that I received that day changed my life. The message that my son spoke and said to me was priceless. So when we was eating, it was bigger than the chicken. It was bigger than the 99 cents. It was a message that would live with me forever. And because it was such an important message, and because it was such a powerful message, I just wanted to share it with you tonight for your thought, for your food for this week, that you can embrace that you can start speaking it and stop being so negative. Yes, I know we mess up, and sometimes we do it over and over again, but if they're trying to do better, it's one thing just to be doing, but you know they trying. You know they trying. We have to pray, because sometimes they don't have the strength. They don't have the strength to do it on their own. So you keep praying. You stay positive, and you keep pushing. Oh, it's just a good night in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I'm just looking for what? In the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, if I got a message for y'all, I'll be saying good morning. So today is the tomorrow that I talked about on yesterday. Right now, today is the tomorrow that I talked about on yesterday. I'm just glad to be here and glad to talk, as you can tell, glad to talk. I love you all. We on our J for J, our journey for Jesus. Roll with cold or get out the way. And that may seem kind of harsh, but it's not. Most of the time I say roll with cold or get out the way, because I'm going somewhere. And if you're not going to go and you want to get out the way, just put your blinker on and get over in the right lane so you don't cause no accident. Because the left lane, we moving in the left lane. Just get over, put your blinker on, get over to the right. So when you get ready to catch up with us, you just keep driving, though. You keep driving in that lane. You keep driving. Guess what? Until you get it right. I love you all. I really do. I really do. Have a good night. Goodbye.